Greetings! Greetings everyone! Greetings everyone! Greetings everyone! Yes, I said it a bunch of times because I want to check. Greetings! Yes, my microphone's working this time. Nice. Okay, so it has took them half an hour to release the game after it was due. So, hello everyone! Oh, we punch bro? No, don't punch bro. It's not his fault. And yeah. Okay, hello everyone. For some reason my stream is telling me no one's watching, but this chat says otherwise. So let me just post. I didn't post the link yet, and I still already having people here. That's nice. There we go. The link is posted. And everything's running a-okay, I suppose. 7 of you. 7. Okay. YouTube is telling me you're only 2. Okay. Greetings everyone. Welcome to Pesterquest, where we go into Volume 3, A King's Feast of Ass. What a name. What a name, isn't it? Anyway, I'm gonna wait for 1 minute more to for people to keep flooding in. So yeah, for more people to flood in. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I hope y'all are all doing great, even though this is came on a bit late, but we'll see. Tired? Oh well. Ah, you're all tired. Well, yeah, school is training, I guess. Okay, so what were we last time? We messed up all kinds of stuff in Volume 1, Magic is Fucking Real, and Volume 2, Something Beyond the Sky, where we had a really weird thing, like intervening thing, where the second route was also the canon route. Well, not the canon route, nothing's canon here, but you know what I mean. Also the right route to get a good ending, which was really weird. I'm pretty good. I was just a little annoyed that it took them half an hour to release, but oh well, what shall we do? It's always that way with Friendsim and with back then Friendsim and now Pesterquest, I guess. Meeting with the principal, oof. Yeah, I hope also it went well. But with everything and you, like, I hope it just went well and everything, yeah. Just, you didn't, oh, okay. Photo. I mean, I don't know your circumstances, so I just say okay, I guess. Okay, now, we are almost beyond 10 people. We're 9 people right now. At least on my screen, but that doesn't mean anything apparently. It was so weird. Also, if you don't hear any game sound, that is because there's none playing. It's all correct that way. It will be playing in a minute as soon as I start the thing. I'm just trying to get everything ready and set. Like everything is ready and set up, but I just try to check triple if everything's going okay, because YouTube likes to stoop up sometimes. Which character am I most excited for? I don't know actually. Like, because I read Homestuck even back when, I basically know every character good enough. So I don't know which character I'm most excited about. I guess the ones where that had less screen time in Homestuck themselves, like I don't know, or less like insight, I guess, would be kind of interesting to see. But I think I'm as excited for each and every one the same way because yeah, it's just yeah. I I do admit that I'm kind of curious how some of the routes will be, and we know that the Homestuck original trolls will be part of this since James James Roach, I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly, said that he will definitely write Aradia. So I guess that's a thing. I don't know what to think about it because we basically know everything. There's nothing new we can learn from this. It's just a fun thing to do. So yeah, Kaka, Terezi, and Vriska, yeah, the classics. I mean, come on, who's not excited for them? Would be awesome if every character is in this, but we have only 14 volumes, so they will cut at least two people out from the original cast, I think. No, actually, never mind. No, never mind. They have to cut out two from the original from the original cast, from the Kids and the Trolls, um, and all of the beta, like if you don't count the beta, the like the alpha kids, the kids from um, basically Dirk, Jake, and not Jade, Dirk and his group. So yeah, if you count them out, we have only 14 volumes. There's one character per volume, probably, most likely anyway. So I guess they will cut out. Yeah, they probably will cut out. I don't know. I don't think Actress and Nepeta will be in the same one together because they live pretty far away from each other, like physically. So I don't know. Maybe though. Maybe they visit each other and we see them that way. But maybe the trolls never actually met. No, they didn't met in real life. Never mind that. Muriel's indulgence. Yeah. Actress and Nepeta the same one. I would be up for that. Even though I would like to meet Nepeta on her own, because yeah, basically no, like learning more about that. Same with Actrius though. Um, yeah, but they would need to cut out two people because 14 volumes, which with if everyone has one volume entirely for themselves, they will have to cut out two people. But since that would mess up a lot of fans, I guess they will just put two together in one or in at least some of them. Unless we're just meeting the four main kids and then high school, like high school friends and trolls. So. Because they said we will go back. Maybe that's a thing. But anyway, maybe we'll be like how it was with Coprum and Follocker and the Solar Sisters. Yes, maybe. Well, that would be weird though to leave out the Sea Dwellers because Eridan, for some reason, is one of the fan favorites. Like, at least he's very prominent in the fan base, and I mean, to each their own, but yeah. It would be also interesting to meet Jeffrey, but yeah. If they only include fan favorites, I would be really disappointed somehow. But it's not run by Hussey anymore. Homestuck is not run by Hussey anymore, which is sad news in my opinion. So I think the reason why Highswap Friendsum had no Sea Dwellers is because we won't be meeting any Sea Dwellers in the story because they're all in the sea and all of that stuff. Or during, no, not all of them are in the sea, but during the during the Hiveswap storyline, we won't meet any of them because the Sea Dwellers will be basically just put us down as soon as they see us. Have appearance in every single volume after her volume. I mean, it would be kind of funny, but I don't see any reason behind it. You're here for the clown. Oh yeah, Momo, the clowns are always great. Okay, but now we've waited long enough for the late peeps to come up, and we will head in to Volume 3, A King's Feast of Ass. Oh. Okay, that's a bit loud. Am I loud enough? Can you still hear me, or do I have to put the volume down, the music volume down? I am putting it down a little bit anyway, because I can't hear myself. Maybe Vriska and Taros have one together? I don't know. Vriska's one of the main favorites of the fandom, so I don't think Vriska would be paired with another one. So far it sounds amazing. We Gucci? Okay, you can hear me. Good. Okay. Good. Also, I see your profile picture there, Nick Pinata. Yeah, I don't think that the most fan favorites, like basically the ones that survived the entirety of Homestuck, would have would be paired together. I can see Ekfius and Nepeta be paired together, for example, but maybe Eridan and Free will be paired together in one. We'll see. If it's going through all of them at all, which is still up for debate. But I hope that they do not decide to make it their own fanfiction thing. Okay, let's be real. As much as you enjoy new friends, they all seem a little lonely, like maybe they don't have any friends besides the ones they talk to online. Is online friendship a reasonable alternative to a more traditional face-to-face friendship? Are relationships, and dare you say, families that you choose, not just as important, if not more so than those you are able to touch and feel? Well, instant friendships can be as deep as real friendships, if not, like, sometimes even deeper. In my opinion, because that's how I met people and get together with people. But we'll keep reading. Damn, maybe being a little too real. You decide not to think about it too hard. But if you're being honest with yourself, maybe you aren't terribly interested in the greater context of found family and interpersonal relationships in the instant message era. You've got a fever, and the only cure for this disease called friendship is to mildly inconvenience a few teenagers. That sounds a bit creepy, but okay. As much of a delight as it's been to make a young boy face his existential future, rob a woman of her booze stash, and then reflect about the value of contextual relationships, it's all felt a little heavy-handed. And they shows up and goes, "Stop friendship," or "wanna throw some sick fires." So jeez. What you need is an emotional palate cleanser. There are two kids left on this 4-4s, and both sound like they'd make exquisite friends. Time to go full on easy mode here. You've heard so much about this guy, you feel like you got this one in the goddamn bag. With confidence, you zap yourself onwards. That's sudden and just there. Okay. But yeah, it's typical city sundown, I guess. His hands are huge! Look at those massive hands! I'm sorry, but holy... Okay, what am I looking at? Oh, you're already here. Wherever here is, it is blisteringly hot. You nigh instinctively regret your choice of apparel. They did it, you instinctively put your hoodie back on over this robe, gown. You the mailman or male person? This must be Dave. Rose mentioned he talks a lot, and as you start to explain, it becomes apparent he is having this conversation at you, not with you. Wow. It is unbelievably humid. Hi there, Diana Banana. Person adjacent. Anyway, Egbert told me you'd show up eventually. Which I never doubted for a second, since one of the core tenets of the United States Postal Service is that you visit your extremely specific and spread out teenagers while sweating all over yourself. Practically a crime to not be increasingly moist while out here delivering letters on the roof of a skyrise. Which, as you know, is the most effective and legal way to drop off the post. Clammier than a New England potluck and wandering around on the roof with no package. Daystar is playing in the background, yeah, kinda. It is actually really cool how much this kid seems to talk at you, but you are barely listening. Has the sun always been that red? Has the sky always been that wavy? Are you alright? You're hardly alright. You tug at the collar of your soggy mess of a hoodie. This is an overwhelming oppressive heat. An almost impenetrable air fills your lungs as you try and take a series of shallower and shallower breaths. The world fades to white. Really? Okay. When you wake up, you're sitting up, propped up on a cheap futon in front of a large television. A rough approximation of a person does an elaborate series of controlled fouls culminating, okay, I did read that right, in what you can only describe as skateboarding for assholes. On your left, Dave exists in a quantum state that is both somehow sitting and lying down, but also neither. With the precision of a Swiss watchmaker, he deftly presses a series of buttons that makes the awful polygon man on the screen T-pose and fall face forward into the ground. Seconds later, his skateboard flops helplessly next to him. He doesn't look away from the screen as he speaks. So, I guess you lived. It's not that I'm invested, but John might be sad. Classic John. You try to emulate this incredibly casual body language as you slide your body down the futon. Your legs already barely reach the ground. The PC says, oh hell no, yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, that guy's a dork, but I thought I'm everything he knows. You ask him if he'd taught him how to be a dork. You could affect a completely uninterested face as though the sickness of your third-degree burn is not the single most exciting moment of your entire life. Really? Is it really was that really the layout of Dave's room? I don't even remember. Oh well. God damn. Owned it in my own home. Owned within an inch of my life. I'm on the edge, reaching out that hand of friendship, and this chucklehead, long live the king's me. Thousands of gazelles trample my useless body as Jonathan Taylor Thomas's persona watches on. Who will raise Simba now? Who's going to teach him about combat? Philosophy. Life. By the way, I put your nasty sweatshirt in the shower. Let's say dope or the shower, or ask why the shower. I mean, everyone who read Homestuck, I guess, should know why the shower, but should we ask or just say that it's dope? All the dope. Dope, dope, dope. What do you say, chat? What do you say? Which one should we pick first? Remember, the first time around we tried to fail, so we can go back in a winning streak and win all the roots on the last one. On the last attempt. We have one shower, we have one all of the dope, we have go shower, we have go dope again, dope, dope. For now, dope is winning. With one more shower, getting closer. Sure. Okay. 5 dopes and 4 showers. I'm counting with my fingers here. With my fingies. Actually, yeah, showers, so we have one less dope and one more shower, so we have the opposite around 5 showers and 4 dopes. Okay. No one seems to be writing up more, so we say shower. What? The shower? Yeah, it smelled, so I tossed it in there. Ran the hot water. You can thank me later. Won't someone need that? You don't want to put anyone out. You've already taken up so much of their hospitality. Also, you don't think that's how you're supposed to wash clothes. Nah, my bro's out for a while. It happens sometimes. Probably puppet related. He avoids the laundry minefield by opting for the nuclear option. Though, you guess that makes sense. There are a lot of puppets around, which strikes you as extremely normal and reasonable, and not even a little whack. Not even a little? Yeah, puppets rule, end of the story. Should close the book and on that one. Time for Betty Bye, kid. Little man about to get his 8 to 10 on a snog as a bug in a fucking rug. Tucked the fuck in tight as can be on his way to Slumberland. Nemo who? Never fucking heard of him. Shit, hold on. He sits up to fish something out of his pocket. Ah, a phone. He gets a palm mask. A phone. No, it's a phone. We're not in alien territory anymore. He gets a phone from his pocket. You're not sure what you were thinking. As a perfectly normal human being from 100% real and tangible Earth, you know what a cell phone is. What is that? A first gen? Yikes. We are in 2009. He ignores your jab and you pretend not to be reading over his shoulder, though it probably could not be more obvious that you are. Hi! Did you meet the mailman? My guy, we have gone over this time and time again. How do I put this in terms you can understand? Have you ever met a mailman in your life? Even in that shitty Costner flick you love, the dude has the decency to at least wear the outfit. Haha, I knew you watched it. No, I'd never waste my precious time watching even a single one of the Z-list garbage you try to trying to recommend me. I'm just stating stone cold facts. I just read out an outline and browsed a few review sites to see what people were saying. I don't know, it sounds like that probably took a lot more time and effort than just watching the movie itself. What I'm saying is this isn't the mailman. I don't even think this is a person. You have thrust a person-styled entity into my life under the alluring guise of parcel delivery. Which, if I'm understanding right, this clown isn't even very good at on account of how bad they bungled the only delivery that mattered. At least Alon had the good sense to be skeptical of this absolute fucking tomfoolery. Don't be a dick. The mailman is cool. John, I cannot stress this enough. You wouldn't know cool if it bit you right in the ass. Can you imagine? No? The dopest person you've ever met chomping away, just really getting up in there, ice cold and ear deep in a king's feast of ass. There we have the title. What the hell are you talking about? Try to keep up, Egbert. This will be on the quiz. He looks uncharacteristically, oh my god, startled as he glances back in your direction, to find you only a few inches away, adamantly reading his private conversation with a friend. Jesus Christ, you're like a cat. How much of that did you see? You definitely didn't see him having a playfully flirtatious chat with a longtime friend, if that's what he's asking you. Uh-huh, playfully flirtatious is what you call that? I guess. Dave desperately tries to refocus on his game hijinks he makes his character, who you can see he has named Tony Cock. Tony Cock. Do what could be described as some insane flips and shit. Masterful. There's nothing at all flirtatious about two bros discussing eating ass. Just being straight as two arrows who are also straight. I mean, how would that even work? It wouldn't, that's how. That's all there really is to say about that. You reassure him that it is okay to be honest about his feelings. You're not here to judge him. John seems very nice. They would be cute together. Sure. It's okay if it's on Pester Shop. Together? Like how? No, don't tell me. I actually don't give even a single shit about this line of thought. You might not have picked this up, but I'm definitely 100% not a homosexual. At this point in time, it might be that way, but you're still a small teen and still have a long way to go, as we know from Homestuck. I mean, bi is also a thing, so maybe you're right, and we'll stay right. Extaubt. Pretty much crawling in moist voluptuous hose on the regular. Wait, hoes are real? Hell yeah, hoes are real. And they're damp? Shit, it's like I gotta start at square one with this hapless asshole. What school do you go to? The utter astonishment you feel at this earth-shattering revelation sends your consciousness for a spin. But you manage to deal yourself. This isn't your first Toth customer. You tell Dave that hose is a gender-neutral term. Anyone can be a hoe if they believe in themselves. Hoe-like behavior knows no limits, no master. Let me X for doubt. Well, I mean, I wouldn't oppose to the idea, but I doubt it. Just like dude isn't a gender neutral term anymore because people have been offended by it but for being called a dude and everything. So, I guess, whatever. Despite just learning they were real moments ago, you are confident that to be a hoe is to be free. Oh, that's pretty dope, I guess. It's not... It's not like I've ever thought of it. I mean, for the ironic payoff, obviously. Can you imagine the look on his face? His best bro coming up to him with some dire news? I look up at him, eyes red with tears, as I put a hand on his shoulder and say, John, not to alarm you, but I'm gay now. You're clueless dipshit wilds have finally won me over. No, that sucks. Do you see his face there for that second? He's cringing at himself, or it's true. His speech has become even quicker than normal as he stands up, paces frantically around the apartment, completely abandoning his poor Toonie. I mean, look at this face. And this is purely hypothetical. If I liked anyone, which I don't on account of being too fucking smooth to tie myself down, it would probably be another one of my friends. You don't know her, she's not from around here. Oh yeah, sure. I mean, at this point in time, he's at least definitely straight, or at least bi, because he gets into a relationship with Jade, so. I don't know if he's still bi in the epilogue, but the epilogue isn't considered canon anymore, so what do I know? He can't be talking about Terezi because he doesn't know Terezi yet. This is because he wasn't talking about... he doesn't know Terezi yet. He wasn't talking to her until they met while he was in the medium. He's talking about Jade, I guess. Yeah, but Dave Sprite is basically stuck in his current whatever it was. Yeah, but he didn't know her as that much. So that basically means I can't have a thing. A thing for John. Do you really have to make him blush like this? Kinda do not agree with this, but okay. He's losing his cool, that's a bit much outside of canon, but he's 13, I forgive it. Case closed. By unanimous decision, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. Me. It seems to you like he's got a lot to think about, and maybe this is a little heavy for the first meeting. You already feel emotionally exhausted. Your Yari hands are showing. No fucking way we're in this for the long haul, partner. We are entrenched in this shit. You and me are fighting on the front lines of is he isn't he World War I. Troops are spilling over the embankment armed to the teeth with the various literature and pamphlets. I'm already learning so much about myself. Oh, is that good? The enemy is at the gates of my sexuality, and our air support is nowhere to be seen. If I don't make it tell my wife or maybe husband I died like I lived. Ah, jeez. Oh man. Completely bother in every conceivable way. This conversation train has not just gone off the rails, but is crashing head first into the nearest village. Just some unsuspecting hamlet fallen prey to this out-of-control ride. This is no longer a conversation you have any say in. You desperately look around the room for anything else to talk about. So, puppets, right? No. Oh, no. You fucked up, mailman. You opened the floodgates of introspection. We are balls deep in the discourse waters and there's nobody to blame but yourself. He stops pacing to look contemplative. His voice lowers to a mumble. Is he still talking to you? Does he still want to talk about this or not? It is nearly impossible to tell. Now, okay, hear me out. Do I have to come up with a gay name now, or can I still be Dave? I'm thinking Gave. I think Gave, okay. But let's not kid ourselves, that's the amateur choice. Obviously, my full title would be Gave Strider Dick Rider. Gave Strider Dick Rider, what the heck? Oh man. At least it's not canon or whatever. Okay, that's enough. There has got to be a better way than this. You are so tired. Gay Strider, Dick Rider. Oh yeah. Just causing existential crisis in every freaking episode, I guess. Oh man. Okay, there we have that. Now we go with dope. That everything's dope. Dope, dope, dope. Just leaving all the kids contemplate their lives, yeah. I mean, to be entirely fair, it's kind of a weird plot to have here with all the information we have from canon, but this is all not canon, it's an alternate universe, whatever, I guess. It's an alternate universe where this is not written by Hussey and it's written by people who insert their fan things, their fan minds. Which is already proven by James Roach. If you read his Twitter, at least. Dope, 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 dope. You're definitely the sort of person who says dope often and casually. You tell him dopely that you are a person who is not caught up in the small details of decorum or personal property. In fact, it doesn't bother you at all that he took your only worldly possessions and tossed them in a shower, while you were unconscious. What's some light corpse looting among bros? Okay. Well, it dries you can wear one of my bros shirts. He usually has a fresh stash hidden in here. Dope. Tight. Sick. Nothing weird about hiding some shirts in the living room. Just gonna have a look-see. Holy shit, there are a lot of puppets in here. Yeah, dude, puppet zone. Enough said. My bro's got the market cornered on puppet-based endeavors. Backed up against the wall like a feral beast hissing for more plush-oriented content. Little guy's probably just scared. Just wants to protect its nest and mouth-to-mouth feed its babies only the choicest puppet smut for a reasonable fee. Yikes. What the fuck does any of that mean? You look back to Dave, but he's on his phone. God damn, that is so cool, actually. Okay. There's something weird about this whole setup that you just can't put your finger on. For one, you can't seem to find any secret shirts anywhere. It's all just puppets and plushes and DJ equipment. Oh my. Yeah, with my bro you have to think of the potential for ironic payoff. That guy's always one step ahead. Just when you think you've got it figured out, it was all just some trap to make you think you'd gotten his goat. But that goat is long gone. Makes you think maybe there never was a goat. Maybe it was some other barnyard animal all along. You've been duped into looking for a goat like some dumb asshole. Or maybe the goat gets you really subvert the whole thing. I don't get why this is sad. And why we hit bro for it. Bro was possessed by Caliban being a little cold, so we should forgive him. He's Dirk after all. You take a second to wonder if he is really using the term ironic correctly in this instance. By dictionary definition, yes. A goat getting you is the opposite of how the situation should go. Thank God you said that. As you are about to reassure Dave that his joke tracks, you catch some movement in the corner of your eye. Was that a camera? It couldn't have possibly been a camera. Oh, nope. There it is again. There's a camera coming out of the ice dispenser. Ice dispenser? I don't see any ice dispensers or cameras, but okay. Please gonna trick it. This is so sad we can't have 1,000 likes somewhere about it. It's a reference to that? I didn't catch that at all. I mean, I haven't seen the original of that, so... What, is there even an original? Again, he's possessed by an evil devil puppet, so... Let's just chuck little Carl out of the window, even though I adore him. Yeah. Oh, there! There! Okay, that makes much more sense. There we have the saw puppet. It whirs softly as you approach. Its mechanical eye trained on you. It trained on you, yeah. How long has this thing been watching? Is this Dave's? You lean in to take a closer look, but your foot catches on something. You fall flat on your face. How long it's playing? We have been playing for 46 minutes. I'm reading German here. Dave Protective Squad. Hi, Hasenik. Dave seems too engrossed in the conversation he's having on his phone to pay you much mind. Occasionally mumbling something out loud a few times before presumably typing it out. Mood. So mood. Sometimes when I play with my peeps or roleplay, I type something out, and before I entered, I speak it out loud a few times. Oh man, I didn't notice Cloud's sword. Was it in Homestuck as well? I don't remember. Damn, I haven't seen Dave's introduction sequence in a long time. You search for whatever it was that made you beef it so royally. You know beef it, like fall down. That is a real phrase that humans say. A small tripwire stands taut a few inches off the ground. You must not have disturbed it enough to set off whatever contraption it's attached to, apparently. Oh yeah, sometimes there's more of a psych out. Wait. Oh yeah, sometimes they're more of a psych out. You think, oh fuck me, I definitely beefed it, which is a phrase that is real. And you sit there waiting on bated breath, prepared to be fuck deep in velvety marionette dick. And it never comes. You go the rest of your day just waiting for the payoff from your dipshit mistake. And it never comes. You wake up in cold sweats for weeks, yearning for a release that will never find you, and it hits you. You've been fucking bamboozled by the master yet again. Was bamboozled even a phrase back in 2009? Oh well. There's no elaborate booby trap. No Rube Goldberg device set to enact a series of complicated shenanigans, ultimately resulting in being buried alive in Kermit the Frog's plush amphibious dong. Beautiful, really. Damn bro, you live like this? I mean, yeah, I guess. Keeps me on my toes. Heels never even met the ground. A primal arena with a head full of dreams and nothing to lose. Whoa! Oh no. Okay, I need to be right back 1 second. My cat escaped through the vent. Joey! Joey! Muss das sein? Ich bin echt sauer auf dich schon. Okay, I'm back. And I don't know where Joey went. Joey escaped through the vent and she's lost somewhere in the house. I'll take care of this after the stream though. Because I'm just... Okay, were you guys writing? Wow, you have been writing a lot. Only a couple sentences, okay. Escape through the vent? Yes. I have a vent down there for my thing. For my fireplace. And she keeps ripping apart the gates and climbing through. Joey does it. Pumpkin doesn't. No, that's cute, Sleeping Stars, that you are so jady. I don't understand that language. Something about 18. I can read the numbers. I certainly understand half of the words of Dave's ramblings. Autohuman. You're listening, but you will fall for someone like Dave? Oh well. I mean, interesting. I really lesbian then though. Call me Broken, please. Broken? Okay. I will try to remember that. Yeah, my cats are named Pumpkin. This is Pumpkin. This is Pumpkin here. And Joey Claire. Dave Cat, yeah. Dave Cat is best. The dude who reminds me of Dave's story in real life wasn't in school today. Coincidence? I think not. It's real Dave, oh jeez. Well, it's because personality and genders. So, yeah, I mean... Let's continue the game, please. Yep, we shall. We shall. Free ballerina, head full of dreams, nothing to lose. So your cat named Cinnamon, that's cute. God's gift to pals, ripping a straight tasty tour in lair for my adoring fans. They go apeshit for this sort of thing, but it's just another day in life for dancer extraordinaire Dave Strider. Lenestia Broken. Didn't have to go through the troll remembering. Okay. Lenestia Lasty at Broken. Okay. Oh jeez. Yep. Pumpkin's great. He's so cute and fluffy. Okay, it's called Coochie. Oh jeez. A chicken named Briska. A chicken named Briska. Oh dear. Your cat's called Michi. It means cat. Michi Michi. Michi the cat. Cat the cat. Okay. Haven't fallen for a trap like that since I was a baby. Trained. Real rookie mistake mailman. Looking tired maybe. Drained. Oh my, God is he humble rapping at you. This is the greatest day of your life. God. More plush ass than a puppet lost and found. King Strider drops the illest fires. Cause heavy is the crown. Rhyming puppet with puppet. Call that puppet rhymes. Killing all ventriloquists. Puppet on puppet crimes. He goes on like this for some time with what could be described as bars of a similar caliber. The narrative focus shifts to your inner thoughts out of necessity because it turns out writing raps is really hard. Okay. He isn't exactly great, but you're not really a rap expert despite what your social media opinions might imply. Unless you count Hatchet to Dance, which of course you do. Why wouldn't you? First I got them. Wait, what? What does that mean? Why did you think that? The whole scenario feels a little weird and familiar to you. All of these kids feel familiar to you. You learn something new about Dave and you feel like you already sort of know it. You can't place it. Despite having met Dave no less than half an hour ago, something feels just slightly off about him. Something about his actions feels so performative in nature. Like he's pantomiming in front of an audience. I mean, that was basically starting Dave for you. The beginning Dave for you. But you know something, John is slimmer than Dave, so is it just art style or Dave is not as slim as Phantom thought? I think it could be either actually. I think it's art style, because I just think that personally that they're all about the same-ish. But it might be the art style, it might be that Dave is not actually slimmer, that he's better built than John, but I would say it's art style, personally. Yeah, they don't drawn by different artists, so that's, yeah. Yeah, his arms are really short, like his hands look humongous in comparison to his arms. I mean, look how big my arm is, my hand is compared to my arm length. And if you put that for Dave, his arm is like this. And I'm not saying that because he holds his arm like in an angled way. Look at this arm. Look at the other arm. If he stretches out his fingers, it's just as big as his forearm. Made Dave kind of chubby, made him look more human, I guess. I wouldn't say he's chubby. I just think he's a bit trained. He doesn't look chubby, in my opinion. He looks normal. Purity makes you look weird, though. True. That's true. See in the hands. You know that meme about Dave's eyebrows. Yeah, Dave has thick eyebrows in this one. Despite having met Dave, yep. As Dave continues to rap, you remember that you are in front of an audience. You cast a glance over to the camera, but also to the hundreds of stuffed little creatures staring at you with their lifeless eyes. Crush me with your massive yaoi hands. Oh Jesus! What did I start? I do like the art style besides from the humongous hands. Like the humongous hands really throw me off for some reason. He only chips and pizza, and that's because he's chubby. I mean, he also has to dodge a lot of booby traps and whatnot and fight his bro, so he might be trained. He might be a bit muscular. Now I just had to think about Markiplier. He has big hands and a big head and is muscular and small as well. All characters look great so far, yeah. Protects Dave Eisler's team. I think every sprite is drawn by a different artist though. That might be true. I'm curious how Jade will look like. Amidst your revelation to check back in on Dave because I'm getting paid to write this, so I should probably make with the fucking jokes already. Master of my tool, I'm the ace. Hardware. Got more hose than a gardener. Yard care. Nice. The chaotic and surreal energy of this scene sends a shock of nervous energy down your spine. You feel alarmingly nude without the comfort and familiar warmth of your sweater. Maybe you are nude without it. We don't know. There's something about it that grounded you. Something that felt like home. Dave concludes his masterpiece with an elaborate series of yeahs and uhs. Oh jeez, no. Cringe. Just as you see the camera turn away from him ever so slightly to focus on something else before retreating back into the ice dispenser. It almost makes it look a little bashful. That's kind of adorable actually. He will, in the future, write Aradia's Route. I just hope... James Rhodes is a huge Aradia fan, and there's nothing wrong with that, and nothing wrong with how he adores her and whatever. I just hope that he doesn't misinterpret her character and blows her bigger than she is. Because, I don't know. Like, it's just a personal thing for me. I mean, personally, I couldn't care less about Aradia because Aradia, to me, is one of the least interesting characters to me. Just because I I'm not that interested in her as a character that much. Which is weird because I am an Aries, so I don't know. I just hope he writes her that all of the authors write the characters correctly, since Hasi seems to take a step back more and more every day, which is kind of sad. Despite the fanfic you've written in your head about a cool kid and his new best robot friend, the reality of the situation sets in. You have yet to make friends with this character, and it all has kind of felt surreal and weird to you. Maybe it's time to zap back and hard reset this continuity to try again. What? No! Why? You can fly if you want. If you're in queue. Well, wrote isn't... Well, it's still being written. It's still in the future. So we don't know yet. So it could be anyone. Maybe it's not even decided yet. I agree, Esenik. The hands are drawn greatly, but they're a bit too big to the body. I'm just measuring my own hand to my body because of that. What does that mean? Feels like I'm missing an important part of the puzzle here. Oh, did he read or hear that? How does this work exactly? Sometimes you just narrate what you're thinking. Imagine someone just standing there. Maybe you should just narrating their own thoughts. I mean, I sometimes do that when I'm alone, but never around people. Kind of a baller move. Why has nobody called you out on this before now? Maybe they were just too interested. Well, people have told you, what did you have told you about the things you said, and you were like, damn, you said it out loud, so... I mean... Yeah, but they wouldn't... Okay, whatever. You put your hand on the counter to stabilize yourself, and your fingers brush up against something clandestinely polo. Whatever that means. Just barely poking out from beneath a pile of discount plush nobodies is a neatly to retail folded shirt. Wear the shirt or don't wear the shirt? Which one do you think should I pick which would lead to the fail route? And no spoilers, please. You think Kate, who helped write, is going to write Vriska's route? Well, the epilogues are more fanfiction than anything else to me, to be entirely honest. I mean, some things make sense, some things make less sense, and some things are just purely fan insertion, which is ugh. And some things are just like, why was it necessary to happen? Like, everyone has their... Oh, so we have... Kate is a bad person, she is. Bia? Wait a second, why is Kate a bad person? I mean, sure, everyone who worked on the epilogue kinda messed up. Even Hasi himself, because he didn't look over it properly, but... Okay, we have two wear-its. Two who say wear it. Yeah, epilogues are like, why? Because there are multiple things that don't make sense compared to canon. Like, depiction of characters and things that happened and stuff like that. Like, especially the whole Obama thing in the candy one was like, what the heck? That was purely just Obama's fan service. Obama fan service. Fan service. Like, that didn't make any sense because the only one connected to their aspects are those who play Spurt. So it didn't make any sense that Obama in that timeline would do anything. But besides that, it's... John Resi was cute but strange. Yeah, I mean, it was hinted at that they would enter that John has Kismis's feeling for her in canon, so I guess, but it's still weird. Just here to say wear it. Okay, we have 3 wear it, so we will most likely go with that one. 4 wear it's. I really like the epilogues because they were Gamzee so stinking uncomfortable. I know he's mean and evil, but I don't like foot fetish Gamzee. I don't really say he had a foot fetish, but yeah, I didn't agree with that Gamzee as well that much. I mean, stinky and all, Gamzee was weird in the wrong kind of way for Gamzee, if that makes sense. I mean, he just had a traumatic experience being locked in a fridge and almost suffocating for who knows how long. So there's that. We have 5 wear it, so we're gonna wear it. Heard that Kate was rude on multiple occasions. Sorry for that. You heard that Kate was rude on multiple occasions? Huh, that's interesting. I don't know how to... Like, Gamzee had one jump of a character development at the start. Like, he suddenly wanted to redeem himself, which I really agreed on liked. And then he never moved away from that, basically. And I don't know. The epilogues... Gamzee was gross in epilogue, yeah. He was just wrong. He was just wrong. I mean... I don't know. I think they didn't do Gamzee justice in the epilogue. I know I'm a Gamzee fan and I know I protect Gamzee a bit when it comes to some things, but I am loyal to canon. I do agree that Gamzee is one hacking weirdo and whatever, but... The epilogue was weird, but... We're playing Pesterquest now. We're gonna wear the shirt. Obviously, you are going to put the shirt on. You don't want to be the only one not wearing a cool shirt. Jane and Dirk were totally different in the epilogues. I do not know how the entire turn came from Jane being... I forgot the word. Like, Jane being basically a racist. Not really, but close enough. Dirk? I don't know either. Dirk was just a purely, what the hell. I mean, and also the whole thing about the true self being a whole new thing was weird as well. Well, as you said, well, Gamzee had an important role. Hussey had made jokes like that about literally everything and everyone in the webcomic. So, he was an important character to the entire lore and storyline. He wasn't purely a joke character. Joke character who killed Mammy. Mammy. He killed many in one timeline. He only killed 2, which is, compared to other trolls, very few. He only killed Nepet and Ekvius in the entire Alpha timeline, if you put it that way. Because of the retcon happening. But yeah, he had great basis to him. He had like great underlines of his character developing and had like a bad childhood and whatever. But the epilogue was a bit of a mess up there. But that's, yeah. We're gonna wear the cool shirt. Do you need some privacy? I'm not sure where one layer of you ends and the other begins. Doubt the audience cares. What? Let's look at us for a moment. Oh, you guess being on camera like this is kind of fucking whack, you say. So pointedly, your sprite even shows up on the screen for a second. Yeah, that's right. We went all out for this one. Really? You were wondering if there was a place here that wasn't under constant surveillance. Like, how does this kid take a shit in peace? You know everyone's thinking it. Dope line of questioning that I'm sure the public at large is eager to know the answer to, but my room isn't wired up now. About to get you fired up though. Menageries multiplying with me. Maybe not this second. Alright, damn. You accompany Dave down the hallway to his room. You hear the shower on as you pass the bathroom, and you peek in to see your hoodie and nice gown on the tile being uselessly wetted by the low-pressure stream. You're welcome, by the way. On the other side of his room. Oh wow, he has a poster of those robots. Was it in the original too? That would be a cool foreshadowing, if it was. I don't remember. Dave motions you to go in first, giving you the privacy you need to change it into an extremely starched polo shirt, and nothing else. This color will not go down. This is absolutely what someone in 2009 would think is fresh as hell. You look around the room for a bit. There are so many things in here. This will be a 13-year-old's wet dream, but to you it just seems a little much. I mean, sure, but it feels like this is a bunch of things someone thinks they should like. Let the fan art reflect that you've put on the shirt at this point. Let the fan art reflect what you've put on the shirt at this point. There isn't a mirror in here, but you can tell that this is someone out there's idea of a look. Sure. The door opens and Dave is standing there, but not walking in. He's leaned up against the door frame, sipping a juice. Where'd he get the juice? What the fuck? Hallway juice, my guy. Hallway juice. What, you don't keep foodstuffs stashed around your house? What do you do when you get hungry? No, that's not it. You mean you usually just keep it in the fridge or whatever. Too obvious. Somebody help this useless clown. You're sure, Dave, that you have met many clowns in your day, and only some of them were useless. Was any one of the hives of friends and trolls useless? I don't think so. Maybe just young, but But seriously, you shouldn't store juice outside of the fridge when you already opened it. Because I did that once and I regretted it. Actually, I did it a couple of times and regretted it a couple of times. Is that pee? We don't know. But he's drinking it without hesitation, so it's either not pee or he has a fetish. Oh no. I can't write, I meant perfect. It's okay, Cynic. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, by the way. Name 1. You can't. You can't. Why did you say that? Clowns are awful. Everybody knows this. I will start peering in my personal opinions and views into this shit, because by now I already have started it, so why should I? The self-aware jokes like this, of obviously clowns are not all useless in Homestuck, especially, and Hypeswap. But self-aware jokes like this are the reason why Homestuck gets so much shit about its characters, because self-aware jokes often don't get through people's skulls into their brain. Like, the self-aware joke, you love how James of Rage wrote this, yeah. But didn't they forget about the sprite's existence? Not to be ranking too much about it. They kind of forgot about the sprite's existence in the epilogues. G-Cadaver sprite. I mean, Dave Petter's sprite was there, but it should have landed on the Earth Sea, on the non-canonical Earth Sea whatever thing. So yeah, I like clowns. I really like. I honestly like clowns. To be honest, mostly thanks to Homestuck, but that's besides the point. But yes. Keep in mind, especially Hussey is a master of self-aware jokes, and he's littered them all over the place. There was literally a line where it said that Gamzee was not relevant to the story at all, and the exact next page he did something ultimately relevant to the story. The mayor died. The mayor died long ago. Dave Petter's sprite, best character, changed my mind. I won't change your mind because he's a great character. Heck, heck, even though I'm straight, I would date a questionable gendered creature like Dave Petter. Yeah. The mayor was said that he died of old age. Some sort. Like, they don't even reconcile if the Percipitants die of old age at all. But they just... because it didn't... like, after Earth got destroyed, they were living on Earth, on the destroyed Earth, like, since before it was destroyed, basically. So making him die of old age seems senseless to me, because it doesn't seem like he was aging at all. Dave Petter is a them, just like every mixed gendered sprite thing, because you basically mixed two genders into one. So it's basically that it should correctly be them. Can we get an F for mayor in the chat? Yes. An F. Can I write in the chat right now? Can I write in the chat? F. F for mayor. Who doesn't want to date Dave Petter? I mean, to be honest, reverse traps like girls cosplaying Dave, which is basically a reverse trap, is a little bit piquing my interest. So Dave Petter is like a perfect combination for me. Even though I think it would be morally really awkward, because Dave Petter is basically underage, because two 13-year-olds were mixed in that thing. So I wouldn't date Dave Petter because they were too young. That would be really weird. Avery Sol is the biggest emo of all time. Hates himself in all kinds of ways. Anyway, let's continue. Guess he's got you there. You know, despite the overwhelmingly plush decor of the rest of the house, there's a distinct lack of puppets in here. That's more my bros thing. But that not that they aren't deliriously sick. Just a whole hospital ward full of the illest children you've ever seen. Each one more up to pop than the last. Up to pop? I don't think it works that way, Bia. I don't think that works how that's how it works. It's not a very nice word for trans people, yes, but there are people who are not trans who define themselves as traps. Like, the internet is a real place, there's everything there. So, I do not mean trans people at all. I would never in my life call a trans person a trap. Never. Just so you guys know. I'm talking about people who cross-dress, basically. Trap was just the word that shot in my head because it's recently a big thing on the internet. Okay. Yeah, like puppets. You're gonna be honest, it doesn't really seem like his heart's in it. How do you mean? Well, it's just that he doesn't really seem to be all into the puppets. Feels a little performative. Well, I guess I got my own stuff I'm into. Like if I were to rank it 1 to 10, I'd say puppets are probably a solid 7. You got this kid on the ropes. Just one more push. In fact, you'd even go as far as to say the pup thing sort of sucks. It is extremely weird. The cameras, the hiding things like an animal. I mean, it's not that far away. I've hid my books in shelves, basically. It all seems a little, you know, whack. For a while he just seems to look at you almost as if he's sizing you up. There's a long stretch where Dave doesn't break eye contact with you as he finishes his cute little juice and crumbles it up. Wait, wasn't that a glass bottle? You shouldn't do this with a glass bottle. He takes an ambitious shot at the trash can and misses. So it's not glass then. It looked like glass though. And it really seemed to me like glass after like during Homestuck as well. He takes an ambitious shot at the trash can and misses by about 7.5 feet. Damn, I could have sworn I had a game. You're throwing me off, mailman. Yes, that is correct. You are a faithful employee of the Postal Service. I mean, I definitely believe you, but let's say I didn't. Let's say I had a cool friend who, even though they're too cool to care about details like this, they were a little skeptical of this whole situation. Maybe they'd want some proof you were who you said you were, before they let you get any closer to their friends. Just throwing that hypothetical out there. What proof could he possibly need? Say the oath. Say the oath. What? The oath. The mail oath. Look, the thing about that is, I mean, unless you aren't really a mailman. Behind the sunglasses, Dave's eyes shift ever so slightly to what you might describe in a less immediately hurrying situation as moderately priced looking mall katana mounted to his wall. Wait, what? Okay. You realize that maybe now isn't the best time to come clean about your impeccable ruse. I think he has the same amount of the other sprites, but he changes sprites pretty often. I haven't paid attention to how many sprites there are, to be honest, so don't take my word for it. You can't believe you have managed to put yourself in mortal peril yet again. In mortal peril yet again. You wordlessly chuckle and shake your head. Oh, the situations you get yourself into, haha. Dave, not privy to your private thoughts for once, looks on. Why? Of course you can recite the mailman oath. You say with a confidence that is as misplaced as it is unfounded. You perk up. Now is your time to shine. Maybe it's the popped collar, but you are feeling good about this one. You got this. You have lied to tons of kids. One more and it will be smooth sailing from here on out. You open your mouth and there's a brief moment where everything feels like it is going to be okay. You immediately start sobbing and crumble into a disgusting mess on the floor. Damn it, MSPR reader! Damn it! I got a feeling this is a bad ending. I hope so anyway. Fuck. Because then we have the good ending for last. Wow, okay. Jesus Christ. You're not... are... Oh god, what? To... RL mailman, you're never where you, don't, even have a real mailman outfit. You're a fraud, you don't even know how much Sam's suit. Wow, was that really necessary to write that way? Oh my god. Jesus, just... okay. It's gonna be alright there, Dave squats down next to your deflated body and pats you a little awkwardly on what he assumes is your shoulder. You say you're sorry you tricked him. You just wanted to impress him because John said he was so cool. Am I late? Purple Wolf, greetings, and well, you're 1.5 hours late. Basically. We're in the middle of our second run. Of 3. Well, maybe at the end. It's fine, I guess. Fuck, dude. Get a hold of yourself. He tries to get up, but you are desperately clinging to his shirt, confessing everything. Confessing to made-up crimes you didn't even commit. Look, my guy. We all make mistakes. Please stop whatever this is. I'm pretty sure you're harmless. And I don't think you actually killed anyone with your ass or wherever an accessory to burning down an alien mall or whatever insane shit you just said. How do you remember this? I thought we lost our memories. Yeah, you kinda got caught up in the moment and just started saying made up shit. You asked Dave if he's mad at you. Nah, dude. Get up. Dave helps you back up onto your feet. You come clean in an only slightly more controlled and dignified way this time. You explain how there are these huge gaps in your memory and that you somehow ended up with these abilities that let you traverse space-time and sometimes even reality itself. Dave doesn't say much for a change and it doesn't seem like he's listening at first, but you think maybe he just has one of those faces. Let me get this straight. One day you just appeared in a suburb. No memories except that you have some mysterious teleportation power. You dig through some unsuspecting chump's mail looking for clues. And through some ridiculous universal happenstance you just so happen to stumble upon the most gullible fucking dork in the universe. Wait, it means that Dark's bad and root is canon? Basically all the routes are canon, but Orb Head Guy, come on, I always forget his name. Doc Scratch reset those timelines for us to get a new chance. So they're canon in quotation marks. Canon to MSPA Reader's Adventures? Yes. Canon to anything else? No. Befriend him. Also, I'm there via text. Egbert gives you a list of friends to visit. Out of all the choices available to you myself included, and you go see Rose first. Rose fucking Lalonde. Even though we built up such a good report when I told John you weren't a real Mayman. Called it, by the way. Your first instinct is to visit the most heavy-handed of all of us for some light kinship. A power move, I guess. Mailman out here wave dashing for friendship. Can't even spare a neutral for old Strider, huh? Won't even back into the corner and spam your ranged attack for the D-Man. A tragedy in 2 acts. Both acts are titled Betrayal. You definitely understand that what is being said and absolutely don't have to ask your friends what some cool video game words are. You are 100% not pulling the boldest "how do you do, fellow kids" the world has ever seen. Lol. Besides, isn't that really the thing to be focusing on right now? You fucking wound me, mailman. Of course it is. Nothing is more important to me than this. They say that most humans only use 10% of their brain. That's because I'm using 90% of it to think, how dare you. So anyway, you can really go anywhere. See anybody you want. Sounds nice. For all but a moment, the act drops and you see the corners of his mouth tighten a little. The fading afternoon light filtered through his sunglasses at just enough of an angle to see his eyes shift ever so slightly towards the window. These subtle movements would surely be lost on most, but if you weren't so focused on trying to read him, or even just slightly further away, you may have missed it yourself. There was almost loneliness in his voice. It must be hard to live here by yourself, so far away from the people you care who care about you. It's possible that you have been so focused on trying to blindly make friends that you've forgotten that in front of you is a real living person. You can't help but wonder if there is something you can do. You said you can't take people with you, right? Like if you could teleport John around. Would that work with anybody? This is it. The path to this kid's heart is clear as day. Fuck what you said just now. That friendship juice is so close you can practically fucking taste it. You try not to look excited, affecting Dave's cool persona as you say, fuck yeah, you can take people with you. You scope out your fingernails because for some reason that is what you do when you're acting cool. Scope out your fingernails? Okay. This works to the full extent it can, coming from someone who not but 7 minutes and 32 seconds earlier was rolling around on the floor damp with their own tears. Did he have someplace in mind? Yeah, I mean, I got some ideas I could bounce off you, I guess. How do you feel about... Shh. With a swift finger to his mouth, you cut him off. He doesn't seem to like that very much, but you still consider it a successful maneuver. There's no need for words between friends. You know just where he wants to go. This is gonna go wrong. Just think really hard about it. Think about where you want to be, Dave. Think about what is important to you. Think about what you really want. It will be more magical this way. Friendship is magic after all. You just made that up right now. Don't look it up. Damn, guess that's true. He closes his eyes and you put a hand on his shoulder. This is it. Whoa! Putting your trust in the magic of friendship, you focus this power externally as much as you are able. Flashes of distant but somewhat familiar imagery curse through you. The quiet stillness of the suburbs, the smell of the forest, the heat of an apartment rooftop, the ocean breeze. Wait, ocean breeze? Jade's place? You extend it outwards as much as you are able. This is his rodeo. You are merely the vehicle. Is that looks a little bit like Hussy, but who cares? A bunch of unknown people who might or may not resemble some of the devs. What the fuck? Ah, fuck yes. The two of you stand near a sign that says, "Please wait to be seated." A very cheery hostess has a brief exchange with Dave and ushers the two of you to an open table. Oh, hell fucking yes. There's no mistaking it. Well, to get my motherfucking breadstick on. This is absolutely an Olive Garden. An Olive Garden? Is that a thing? Or a literal Olive Garden? Help me out, chat. Is Olive Garden like a restaurant kind of thing? Or a bar thing, or whatever? Or is it... It's cool music though. Or do they mean an actual Olive Garden? Fuck yeah, it is. When you're here, your family dog. While you're still new to this, you can't really seem to detect any irony in his voice. You thought for sure he'd want to go see his friends. You thought you had him figured out. It's a restaurant? Okay. It's an Italian restaurant. Okay. Food chain. Okay, good. I don't get around much in big cities. Thought you had him figured out. First and last mistake, mailman. But you'll learn. I'm a mystery. Got that history. Fucked with the plot, my flows so hot they leave you looking blistery. Racially ambiguous. No rhyme contagious. At the OG with my homie, where the breadsticks are continuous. You know what the fuck it. You just let him go for a while. You don't even know if that last one rhymed, but fuck. If you aren't charmed by this little bastard, you lean back in your chair and just absorb it all. Sitting in the worst restaurant imaginable with your new rapping teen friend, while the other patrons do their best to ignore his incredible rhymes. After a short while, Dave abruptly stops freestyling and you open your eyes. Oh fuck, you can know what time it is? No, your sprite doesn't have a watch chron on it. Really? It's breadstick 13, no, watch necessary. Fuck me, I love breadsticks. I never talk about it. This is a very real and hidden character trait that nobody knows about me. Sounds made up. Well, that sounds like a very real and hidden character trait that nobody knew about him. You're really rubbing it under our noses, aren't you? And we are certainly not finding this out now because of a series of seemingly unrelated events that possibly change the continuity of this universe, allowing these sort of otherwise narratively unimportant traits to shine through. Wow, he is really going to town on those breadsticks. Maybe this is all friendship needs to be. Spending some quality face time with a solid bro and just absolutely decimating some bottomless breadsticks at a bad chain Italian restaurant. Maybe the real lesson here is friendship doesn't have to be a grand gesture or high adventure. Maybe the real friends... I understand you are having a moment, but I'm absolutely going to eat your breadsticks if you don't stop talking about what friendship means to you. Haha, yeah, man, whatever you want. Get that bread, son! Friendship ended with apple juice breadsticks, my new best friend now. Oh, jeez. I have no idea why this was a thing that Roach deemed necessary to be in, but whatever. And now it is drawn. Now it's not made up to fan art what it is. Perfect. Now there's one last route to take, which is the one where we do not wear the shirt, not shoat. What is shoat even? I made that up. It's not a thing. Don't make shoat a thing. Otherwise I'll be a liar. And I don't want to be a liar. Don't wear the shirt this time. Actually, you think you're fine as is. No reason to shake it up with yet another outfit we'll have to eventually pay someone to draw. Well, already happened. Oh my life, this is gonna be a funny one. Bro shirt looks better on NSPA. It wasn't Bro's shirt though, was it? I don't think it was. Let's take a second. Reel it in for a little bit. What the fuck is going on here? Isn't this like really messed up? No, what's messed up is how... what's messed up is how you deny my hospitality like this. I offer you someone else's property that you have to find hidden among countless lifeless puppet corpses. And this is how the thanks I get. Real cold mailman. Damn, maybe I'll wear the shirt to protect me from this chill. Enough! Okay. You like the... Like, why isn't he in school? It's in the middle of April. I guess there's... I'm out of school, I don't know the school days. It's spring break, bro. See, I thought of that. Besides, I only subscribe to the School of Hard Knocks. Also several YouTube channels and periodicals. 2009 YouTube channels? I mean, sure, why not? So, pretty sweet deal over here, actually. You know he isn't really like this. You know he doesn't like living it like this. Oh damn, is that true? Oh wait. The camera came back. See? Damn. What am I like? Apparently we got the foremost expert in Dave lore here. PhD in Strider Dynamics. It's the first day of school and I'm here in class eager to learn. Got my pencil out, got my freshest fit on, got my dope new Trapper Keeper with the Lisa Frank dolphins on it. Look at them on there smiling like assholes. One blue, one pink, so we know it's not gay. Poor bastards don't know they're a cartoon. Saddest story I ever heard. The little camera switches its focus from Dave back to you, gauging your reaction. Bro, the creep confirmed, or he's just extremely protective. I mean, bro is a mystery anyway. I mean, I guess when we base it on Dirk, I just guess he's extremely protective. Like, over the top. Which doesn't make it any less weird. Ignoring it, you assert that you aren't trying to say you know him. Just that... That what? Okay, clearly you've struck some sort of nerve here, but... No, we're good. Tell me more about my situation. You really have been spending time with Rose, haven't you? Got me all figured out. Don't worry if you got to look at the Wikipedia article for abandonment issues or whatever. I can wait. Doesn't bro posts make? I don't know what that means, Bia. I mean, I would just guess he's very protective because Dirk was extremely protective in Homestuck, and Dirk is bro, just in another timeline, and possessed by a demon puppet. So I just guess he's extremely protective, like overly extreme protective. With all these cameras, I mean. Despite how flat his voice is coming out, his body language has made a telltale shift. He's standing leaned up against the back of the futon. His hands are in his pockets. It would almost seem like he was sulking if you weren't so convinced he wanted to kick your ass. Ah, okay, Ria. Never mind then. At the edge of your vision, you sense some movement. You didn't catch it exactly, but you're convinced it was there. Whoa, wait, what? I see that as well now. I saw it. What was that? Can I scroll back and see it again? There it was! It's little Carl! It's freaking little Carl! It could be that he is protective. I've seen this ending, but didn't quit it. Get it spoilers, but it did seem. Yeah, I saw the puppet. I saw him moving. Bro is around. You look over there, and there's nothing to be seen. Perhaps another hidden camera. There's something unsettling about being watched this whole time. It kinda is. You monster. I meant that bro posts videos of Dave on his puppet porn site thing. I don't think so, and I hope not. There it is again! There's it. That's literally what I said! There it is again! Every now and then, your eyes catch the faintest presence of something moving just out of sight. The whole place feels like it's faintly shifting around. Amid scanning the room... For fuck's sake. Amid scanning the room, a particularly fucked up looking puppet catches your attention. These little shits are everywhere, but this awful little man stops your heart for just a moment. Its cold eyes pierce you. Its plastered smile judges you. You look at it as briefly as possible for no other reason than to note how unsettling it is before looking to Dave. It is so unsettling because there's literally Caliborn, aka becoming Lord English, mixed with half a Gemsey and... I forgot the sprite's name. The Arceus sprite. All those mixed together is Lord English, and it's in there. That's why it's so unsettling. I don't think it's canon at all that he posts things on the porn site, on the puppet site of Dave. It's not not as far as I know, anyway. Yeah, well, I mean, he is possessed by a demon puppet, but also protective. The creepiest puppet ever created in Homestuck? To be honest, I find other puppets more creepy with the penis noses, but you look at it briefly as possible, unsettling for looking back to Dave. What the fuck? What? Oh, that's just Carl. Carl's the realist. He certainly seems real to you. You could have sworn he just moved around on his own. Yeah, man, he does that. Don't think about it too hard. See? This is what you mean. It's not that deep. Look, I know you got some hero complex or something. Gonna swoop in and save these kids from themselves. Well, bad news, kid. That's not how what this is, and heroes aren't real. Heroes are real. John, I understand, but fooling Rose too? The insane tricks this guy must have pulled. Dave has shifted his weight forward while his voice has not risen above a low mumble. This is enough of a tell to know that maybe you should back off. Basically, it messed with Bro's head a lot. I don't know the exact effect. I would have to read up on it, even though I don't think it's ever stated in detail. But basically, it messed with Bro's head and made him a bit more antisocial and a bit more self-centered, I guess. There's no real baseline of how it affected him directly. It's just canon that little Carl, possessed by Lord English, obviously did have effect on Bro's brain. Not as much as Gamzee's brain, I think, but at least effect on its brain. It's kinda confirmed Bro was abusive. Mostly, and that was also confirmed in the same sentence, abusive in quotation marks, I would say, that it's the fault of little Carl's influence. Bro was I don't know enough about the exact things, but he wasn't a great caregiver, take carer. It wasn't a great role model, because probably paranoid too. Yeah, paranoia might be with that as well. But it is canon that little Carl definitely changed up Bro's brain to the worse. The theory that the reason Bro wanted to make Dave his so-called hero, something like that. I don't know about that. Kind of possessed only people who are part of Lord English, or am I missing something? He fully possessed? I think I agree on, but to be honest, Bro, aka Dirk, in some way or another is part of Caliborn, is part of Lord English, because of the AI that Dirk made. So he is connected, at least. That way I gave him a little tiny shades when Dave was a baby. mean, it is a thing to consider, but but we do have to keep in mind that we don't know the exact knowledge of the caretakers, like bro mothers, the bros, the mothers. Homestuck is the most complex thing I have ever laid eyes upon. Like, to be entirely honest, it has much of just hints to things that are important to know for some things and all of that, which is the more reason why I dislike the epilogues, because the epilogues kind of mess up this whole thing. You have no memories on Act 1? Well, you can just read it up. But the whole Lil Carl possessing Dirk thing came out later, when Dirk and Dave talked to each other. Like, that was the latest point where it was apparent to the reader that Lil Carl had effect on Dirk in a negative way. It was also hinted at in the flashback, in the it makes all sense in the with the Saw music that flash. Yeah. We should back off anyway. This friendship thing is tougher than you thought. You're still on about that, huh? Look, I'm no expert on friendship. Minus the fact that I absolutely am. But do you ever think maybe coming into someone's home and fucking with their day-to-day life is a little rude? Just hypothetical. As per normal, I'm stone cold unbothered by this turn of events. Historic bastion in... You're sorry, but did you just say stoic? What? Yeah. Stoic like unmoved. Does he mean stoic? I mean, I guess... Ah, peas. You've done it now. You weren't trying to embarrass him. Oh, jeez. All the fail routes with Dave make him blush, I just realized. You try and comfort him by saying that it's okay if he's never heard anybody say the word before. Maybe he's only seen it in text. He frowns and goes quiet. This does not seem to be helping. The kid is completely shut off now. You try to bring up the puppets again. No dice. You even pretend to be super jazzed about Carl or whatever its name was, seemingly shadow stepping around the apartment. Wow, so cool. I mean, Lil Carl, Lil Caliborn? Carl Caliborn? Homestuck is not a weapon, it's a trauma that every fan loves and hates at the same time. Hates how Hussey was cruel for innocent characters and loves how he creates a great story. I mean, he created a really amazing story, but being cruel to innocent characters is basic what you have to do as a writer to give depth to stories. More or less. Wait, what the hell did Dave got embarrassed of? He did not just got embarrassed by it, did he? He got embarrassed because MSP really corrected him for saying a word wrong. Yep, Bia is right on the last sentence here. I would agree that Homestuck is a bit more than a webcomic, because it has games and animations in there. But I wouldn't call it a trauma, because I like every part of the original Homestuck. It is kind of cute, yes. Bruh. Nothing. Oh wait, did I? Shut up. Wow, so cool. Nothing. Dave takes out his phone and begins texting. Ah, is that about you? Oh, beans. Is he telling your new friends how much he beefed it? This could ruin everything. What the? Okay. This is also originally from Homestuck. Like, this image of Lil Carl is originally from Homestuck. This exact sprite. Desperate time call for desperate measures. And this is the most desperate time you can recall. A friendship is on the line. Carl continues to phase in and out like a poorly animated anime character moving so fast you can't keep up. Poorly animated? I wouldn't say poorly animated, but okay. You take a few steps forwards. Dave, towards Dave. You've got to get him out of here and you know just where to take him. About half a second into your stealth mission, you clumsily step on a puppet and it makes a pathetic squeak. Dave stops for a second, but after a few moments he returns to texting at the speed of sound to whoever is on the other end. Cheese on crackers, you can hear the notification sounds popping off. Whoever it is responding back. You can't waste any more time. You teleport to him as silently as you can. Besides you Carl's disgusting limb body flops haphazardly on top of a shelf. Guess he's done? No time for this. You slowly reach out your hand, time to get out of here and fix this. A large adult hand grabs you by the wrist. You turn to see it belongs to a muscular man in pointy sunglasses who you wouldn't exactly describe as a twink, but and not exactly a hunk, but most certainly not a bear either. In fact, why don't we talk about it for several... Oh shit! That was bro for you. Before you can begin your extremely important debate, you are flung unceremoniously out of a high-rise apartment complex window. As you free fall, you think maybe he was more of a twonk. Oh, that body shape. Oh, that bod though. Oh. Okay. We messed. Basically, Dirk thought we would be about to ruin Dave, and he saved him. Is what I would say. I'm so damn sad, and I mean sad, that we didn't get to see bro. I was so excited. We didn't. Well, he was too fast for our eyes to catch. But he is muscular. Well, in his view. Maybe, like, some weirdly animated person just appears in your house, goes up to your little bro with teleportation powers, and after a scene like that, it's basically like, oh, okay, he could be dangerous to Dave, so... Or the situation I keep Dave in. So, let's just get rid of this danger. At least that's what I think goes on in Dave's mind, Dirk bro's mind in this scenario. So, that was the entirety of Volume 3, ladies and gentlemen. So, I have to feed the kittens. I had to feed the kittens an hour ago. Oh, jeez. But, yeah, I have to feed the cats. I have to save Joey from whatever fate she stumbled upon. Maybe she's knocking over plants again. Maybe she's caught up in my clothes. I don't know. I just have to find Joey really fast. So I don't want to cut this off too short, but okay. Like, imagine you just got home and see your 13-year-old son, well, son or brother, with a stranger in your house. I would be shocked too. Exactly, Bia. Exactly. If I had a little bro or a son and a 13 years old and a weird stranger just teleports next to him, I would be, I'd first of all see if there's any danger in sight. Well, that's what he did. And we sneaked up on Dave. So, I guess, anyway, Pumpkin's meowing. You might be able to hear it. That was. And Joey is lost. I have to find Joey. I will update you on our Discord server. If I find Joeyana, if I don't find her, I will be very worried and very damn sad. But I'll write there if I find her or not, in the general chat probably. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this route. It took us 2 hours. I thought I would not take that long, but here we are. I talked to you guys a bunch in the chat, and that's what streams are for. Talking to chat, interacting with you guys. And being here to experience this together. I wish I would have been streaming when I was reading Homestuck. That would be amazing. Just streaming Homestuck and experience it together. But oh well. Those times are over, and by now everyone has read Homestuck, and I have read Homestuck, and to be honest, I don't want to read through it again on video or stream basis. But yeah, we can re-experience the new things. Anyway, I sincerely love all of you guys, every single one of you. Thank you, Diana Banana, and thank you for calling me sweetie. That means a lot. Love all of you guys. Never text so much in a live group chat. Well, it's the first time for everything. But I will go now. Bye! Cheerio! Bye-bye! You wanna keep... check out the links in the description below if you're interested in more stuff we've made. And cheerio! Bye-bye! Meow, 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 meow. Pumpkin, I know. Bye!